women are ditching big groups and couples trips and instead opting for solo adventures. The idea of traveling alone can be daunting and scary for a lot of people, but the trend is taking off and becoming more mainstream. Joining us now for all of this is Shakeemah Smith, aka the Passport Abuser. She's traveled to 72 countries by herself and created a 6-week course to help others learn the tips and tricks of solo traveling. Okay, Shakeemah, I do this, but I only do it because I've been a reporter for so many years. I feel like over the years, I've learned how to do it, how to, I hope, be smart about it. But for people just starting off, what are your big tips to just getting the bravery to book a ticket and get on a plane by yourself and pick that destination and go?
So one of the first things that I would encourage women to do is pick a place that they are so excited about going to, but that place also should be a big tourist destination. For example, the first solo trip that I ever took was to Paris, and I was super nervous. So I took a picture of the Eiffel Tower on the plane with me just to ensure that it could kind of decrease my anxiety, but just remind me of all the excitement coming. However, a place like Paris is so touristy that I know for sure that I am not the only person that isn't from Paris, so I don't feel like I stand out more than anyone else.
All right, so that's a good beginner level trip. You're currently in Bali. How often are you taking trips by yourself? And are there destinations that you would say stay away from until you're a little more used to this? And any other beginning destinations you can list off for people who are taking the plunge for the first time?
Yeah, I am actually here in Bali, Indonesia right now. I come here about once a year. I would say that one of the places, a few of the places that women can start their solo travel journey to gain some confidence are places like Antigua and Barbuda. The country is only 11 miles big and has 365 beaches. I would definitely also recommend Switzerland. I just got back from Switzerland. I was in Geneva, absolutely loved it there. Tokyo was absolutely amazing to me, and so was Kyoto. So there are some places that you can start your solo travel journey that will make sure that you're pretty much addicted.
Keem, I am not a woman who travels alone, but I am definitely in allyship with you. And you're like my spirit animal. I go to Bali once a year.
You know, just once a year.
As one does.
That's we're aspiring to this.
Really
we're
good
taking
passport
notes.
flex or a really good passport abuser, I guess, as you call yourself. You mentioned Tokyo and Kyoto. Japan. Why has that become such a popular destination for women who are doing this?
Well, I think that, Tokyo is such a metropolitan area, but it's super safe. And also, if you're a woman who doesn't like a lot of city life, Kyoto will definitely provide that, calm where it's not too overwhelming for you.
Well, that's great. I mean, outside of safety, what are some of the biggest challenges you find when traveling solo? And what are your biggest tips for women getting started? I know for me, with safety, I try to never post on Instagram where I am until I've left the next day. I always bring one of those little wedges to put under the hotel room door so that people can't open it. If I can't have that, I move furniture in front of the door. And I try to make sure, as you said, I'm somewhere with people, and I make sure that there's at least someone around that you can go, say someone's following me, I don't feel safe, and feel better. But what are the other big challenges, and how do you get started?
Yeah, those are pretty great tips. The door jammer works all the time, and it's totally essential to solo travel in terms of safety. I also recommend that if you're a woman traveling by yourself, definitely enroll in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. This is a program provided by the U.S. Department of State for any U.S. citizen traveling abroad, whether that's female or male. You can actually enroll your entire trip itinerary with the U.S. Embassy in every country that you visit. So the U.S. Embassy in every country already knows that you're coming. They already know which hotel you're staying in. They already know your driver, which excursions you'll be doing, and when. So that's a huge safety tip on top of the door jammer. In terms of other things that women find challenging, I would say the next thing is, will I be bored, right? I hear that a lot. If I travel by myself, will I be bored? I recommend getting on Airbnb, and instead of selecting stays, select the experiences tab. I do this every single trip. I'm able to get a photographer every single trip. I am able to do a Balinese cooking class, or, I made head
Right.
wraps in Johannesburg. There's so much that you can do, and this is how you can actually make new friends. Also, in order to maximize your travels, it would be really great to pull out a map and just see what other countries next to the country that you're visiting has interest for you. So if I decide to fly
We're running
to
out of time
Geneva,
a little bit, Keem, but those are great tips, and I will get out a map. And also, Trusted Traveler Program, that's a really important tip. Always register with the State
Sure.
Department. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.